Yo, 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 me hearties. It's time for another Anime Journeys. I'm with Lenny,
Good evening.
and there's also Perry.
Buenos dias, fellow comrades.
And if you don't know my name by now, because I forgot to introduce myself, I'm Jalen. And we're continuing our Patlabor run. We're at episode 7 of the OVAs, and we'll also be watching the first movie today.
This will definitely be interesting because I think this is the first time that we've ever tried to do a video, an audio recording of us watching a movie. All right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, first time. So this will be interesting because, granted, we've done things that would be longer than a feature length movie, but yeah, this is the first time we've ever done one straight from that.
From
It'll
start
be
to
like
finish.
a regular episode, but longer.
Yep.
But not a compilation movie.
Yep.
Well, usually compilation movies are in multiples.
It's the cliff notes of a series, essentially.
Yeah. Which is a talent in and of itself to do that. So props if you do it and do it well. But
which is really
these
hard to do.
Yeah, exactly. But thankfully these aren't compilation movies, they are just movies.
Are the movies actually sequels to the OVAs?
Yes, in the timeline that is known as the movie timeline, the OVAs are before the movies. So it's the 7 episodes of this OVA series, and then it's the 3 movies.
Okay, and we're just gonna be watching the first one then.
Yes, because
right.
I don't think we have the time nor the endurance to watch 2 movies tonight.
Yep, I'd say it's about right.
I will admit I could probably stand doing it, but I understand we all have our individual stuff to do, so that's perfectly fair.
All right, well, with that in mind, then, are you guys ready to start?
Yeah.
All right.
And if I remember correctly, Jalen, last time you said this was the last episode of the OVA series?
Yes.
Oh, we're not even doing an intro this time.
You're just right into it.
Right into the mess.
All right. Standard gas station. That's the dramatically slow hang up.
That phone was coming right towards us.
In
Be
3D. Ooh.
Just be careful in case of
We don't care what you think. Sorry, Perry, I was reading that. I care what you think, but that was what the sign said.
Holy shit, that's funny.
All right, then. I guess I'll just shut up.
No, Barry, you're a valued member of this team, but I just can't read Japanese.
I just love, so instead of how's my driving, we don't care what you think. Damn.
Man, they took it.
Our truck's being stolen.
You're so sly.
What the hell?
Like, you could have, like, ran as soon as you saw the cop, or literally anything, but acting insanely suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing he is carrying something illegal, and that's why the cop is like, why he doesn't want the cop to know.
Yeah.
He's a fucking idiot, but you know, at least I get what he's going on about.
It's way too clear of a sky for Japan to see.
Yep. I mean, I don't know for sure. I'm guessing that truck is gonna have either some, like, I don't know, some powerful weapon or a labor of some sort.
It's a super labor.
Yeah. like some super uber one from Germany or something.
For laborers.
Super Germany labor.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
already been stolen.
Damn.
Oh, so that's why he was acting suspicious. So it is a new labor.
Hmm.
hey, I was right.
Pretty good at predicting this series, Lenny.
Good job with the
Apparently.
Germany too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's from the labor's from West Germany.
I was like just saying that flippantly. That was just. I didn't know. I wasn't trying to actually guess where it was from.
In his ever predictable crystal ball.
Good on me, I guess.
A bad feeling about this. Hey, look, they can go under a bridge.
Motherfucker! It's. I knew it all along.
The truck's fine, yeah.
Trucks with the labor, though.
That's a nice shot.
Fujioka, huh?
Not to be confused with Fujiko.
Huh.
Said something suspicious.
Yeah.
Why would the superintendent come out himself?
Right?
Also, hey, look, there's a suspicious character. Oops.
It's too late.
Now have a 5-star rating in GTA.
Oh man, he's never gonna escape. Wasted is the only way.
Oh, freaking communists.
Man, communists in 1988.
Oh yeah, I
Again,
forgot this is an old show.
Mm-hmm.
I know it sounds weird, but like I forgot the past context of things. And that things hadn't happened yet because it's the past.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that usually happens.
Funny how that works. God, I'm an idiot.
This has been your history lesson with Professor Lenny.
Shoot, just what 3 years after this show came out, the wall was down.
Yep.
Soviet Union dissolved.
Mm-hmm.
this actually, I will admit, this does make me raise a question now, since we're on the subject matter. Everyone seems to meme the Soviet Union or just communism in general.
I think they mean the Soviet Union.
I know, like everyone's just like, "Hey, let's play the communist national anthem or something like that." I was like, "You guys do realize that this isn't really that funny, yeah?"
Yeah.
Then again, I guess it's just me who doesn't understand the meme mindset.
It's about making not much sense for all the hilarity.
Yeah, I mean, hell, there's one meme I just don't understand where they're just literally making microwave noises. Microwaves be like, It's literally just that.
Someone said, why haven't they made a dark mode for microwaves yet? So you can heat something up while people are asleep.
What would be more useful? A silent mode.
That's what he means.
That's not the same thing, though. Dark mode does not equal silent mode.
Well, if it's dark, there's no noise.
No, that does not make sense. Dark means absence of light. Silent means the absence of sound.
How are you supposed to hear in the dark, night, Barry?
That's people go to sleep.
Your ears, numbnuts. My brain just had like 7 different hemorrhages right now out of that sheer stupidity.
Oh shit.
Oh no, oh fuck that guy in particular, holy shit.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, he's okay.
An appropriate reaction. That is justified. Oh,
the truck going to the legs. And Trigger Happy's going to shoot it, and they're going to fail catastrophically.
And there's a lot of really like cool dynamic shots in this episode.
Yeah.
They must have like sunk the budget into it.
Did the show use CG at all?
No.
That's impressive then.
Might have been a little before its time for that, but...
Fair point. Because it's a laborer in the truck, you moron!
He doesn't know that, though.
Well, they can fit in a tunnel too, apparently.
Shoot it.
Oh, holy shit.
That poor guy.
Shaft. Okay, I can't tell if it's actually red or if that's just the color of the tunnel.
I think it might actually be red.
Yeah, because it was because when it pulled the arm out, it was red before it went into the tunnel.
Did they? Okay, this might be a stretch. When they were just showing off like Ava Unit 2 and Evangelion, was that maybe in reference to this one also being a red mech from Germany?
That's possible.
And to give it a communist paint job.
And it's also Anno, and we've already been comparing him with Shin Godzilla. Is this just like his secret like source of all things?
Patlabor and Ultraman.
Yep.
Does this guy literally have no idea what he was doing?
Yeah, he just stole a truck without knowing.
Unless he's faking it.
He's literally just a bumbling idiot.
Wait, is that Shige?
I'm assuming by Now's reaction, she apparently knows the person.
Mm-hmm.
Better cop than you.
Say it in English too, you know she's serious.
I love how the gentle giant is just like, please don't yell at me.
He just wanted her attention.
The head's completely squished in.
Yeah, because he stood up in the tunnel like an idiot.
No, which was funny. She's for a second there, I was like, damn it, I wanted to make a joke there.
And he smiled, not used to it.
Takes me out.
I guess it was strange for her to smile that long too.
Oh. Oh god, the bad guys from Gundam. I'm joking. They're not that similar.
What'd you
Dylan,
say?
isn't Char Gundam red?
Oh, you mean Char? Yeah, Zaku. It's red. Yes.
Okay, I was about to say, because as soon as I saw that Meg, I was like, wait, do they have Char's Gundam?
I was saying that the two green ones looked like the generic bad guy ones from Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was a reference.
I mean, heck, the labors themselves are white like a normal heroic Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing they're missing is a giant laser sword.
Oh no.
There.
Ooh.
Who had one job? How did he survive in a giant robot while the guy was in a semi-truck and lived?
I think he just passed out.
Also, question: how the fuck did you sneak up on that guy?
So here's the question that I would have. So it was damaged enough to kill the guy inside of it, but not to render any of its functions inoperable.
I don't think he died.
The other guy just got knocked out?
Yeah.
Oh.
Runs with the mech all the way there.
It's built for long distances.
Well, that was quick.
Did you just ask him on a date?
Yes.
Hey, is that wait, are we gonna get a sword?
Yeah, it's a police baton.
Fair enough. Oh no, I can't run across those fields of flowers.
Or maybe its feet will get stuck in the dirt.
Huh?
Hmm.
Oh, I thought those were the two mechs talking.
I thought
No.
it was two.
Yeah, that was Goto.
Oh, hell yeah, actual fighting.
Hey, finally. Damn. Ring out. Huh? Huh? Work my robot.
Dude. Ah.
Finally, an actually good robot scene.
That's why he stole the truck.
So he was just trying to get to the delivery of his kid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
He's not wrong.
Thank you, Shinobu.
Eh.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
I like that one. It had some good action scenes, had some fun moments. The robots were both used and necessary for the plot.
Mm-hmm.
And relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The camera work was surprisingly really good.
Yeah, like actually though.
Lots of different camera angles, lots of different types of shots and long takes, and surprisingly decent comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And also a lot of preconceived notions. The fact that they can't go under a bridge, but now we know they can.
So that's the OVA.
Sweet.
Hey. Now we move on into the movie.
That's right. Alright, movie time.
Okay, for a split second there, I thought that song was gonna be the Saints come marching in for some reason.
The movie is its own separate thing.
Alright, what is the name of the movie?
I think it's just the first one's just called Patlabor the movie.
Patlabor the Mobile Police there's the subtitle
Patlabor
version.
Mobile Police. The movie subtitled?
Yes.
Yes.
I hope you guys like this movie. It's really good.
I think it'll be a fun time. I mean, that last episode in general was a fun time. So I mean, if it has, we'll say, better plot and animation than that, even I will be a happy camper.
I think you will be a happy camper. I don't know the name of a happy camper as an example, but you will be a happy camper.
I mean, I will be. You can use my name. I'm Lenny. Nice to meet you.
Lenny the happy camper.
That's right. Yeah, man. I've been most of these anime things. I've generally been a happy camper, man. You know, I was decidedly tickled pink that you guys enjoyed Gun X Sword. I was, because I've never met someone who's actively disliked it, but the reaction tends to be either like it as much as I do, or they just find it meh / forgettable, or like just not worth like looking into. And I'm like, as long as we don't have that, then I know we'll have a good time, and we did.
Lenny, he goes, Teria! I can't not like something like that.
Oh, it's so good. Chesto!
Oh, are you back, Perry?
Yes. Sorry, I didn't.
Okay.
I thought you were busy doing something.
We were just chatting
talking
about other things we've done before. This case, just talking about Gun X Sword and me being pleased that you guys liked it. So,
I like that we ran over each other.
Yep.
All right, are we? So, correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen. You said these are the movies that are directed by Oshi himself. Yes.
Yes.
All right, I'm expecting full Oshi levels right now. Or should I not expect that?
For this first one, don't expect a lot.
Okay, but should I for the second one?
Yes, for the second one.
All right, I will try to keep my expectations in check.
Yes, Perry will temper his expectations, and everyone else watching along will have some kind of expectations. You can temper yours. You can keep yours high. I tend to keep mine at a question mark, so you'll never know what my expectations are.
Correct.
Yep. Shall we begin then?
Beginning now.
Yay.
Already digging this opening.
Oh yeah, dramatic standing on a tall thing.
Crows.
Ah, he's a gay crow. No, come back.
He's just letting him go out for a little bit of flying.
Man, I was having such a good time, and now he's gone. Oh shit, they don't want him to go over there.
Oh.
They're like, stop, we want to be cool too. But, oh.
You can't be that cool.
Oh god, his chin is gonna pierce the ocean. Oh god.
Part the seas.
Well, as a
That's a...
decidedly dark opening. Oh, he had a parachute.
Now for something completely different.
Oh, many parachutes. Oh god.
This is not how I remember the opening of Metal Gear Solid 3. How are they able to fit multiple mechs in those things?
Those are big ass planes, dude.
Hey, Kazunori Ito, that's the same scriptwriter for Ghost in the Shell.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, I'm already liking this. Watch out, Snake.
Oh god, that looks evil.
8.
Man, this movie just starts off. This is so much more than the
That's the most
series.
pent out Fujikoma I've ever seen. When the childlike voices go off and they become full on Kenji Koa, yes!
Mm-hmm.
All right,
man.
that's already a couple of boxes ticked.
I wish I lived in this world you live in, Perry, where you knew what these names were, and I don't right now. So
I've watched Ghost in the Shell enough times to sort of remember.
oh
like,
god, look
hey,
at this
I-
fucking unit.
It enough times to recognize it's like, okay, I know who the director is, the script writer, the composer. So anytime when I recognize something from that movie, it's like, oh my god, they're in this. I'm interested.
Oh, then you'll be eager for my next pick in a few rounds.
Perry
Oh.
is glued to the screen.
Let's just say it's already got a couple of good things going for it. It's like, all right, you got the same script writer and the same composer and the same director.
I'm digging all
You've
of
got
this. Like, this is a lot of cool designs, like really big in scale. You know, like last time's like, hey, here's an old man sitting in front of a police station, and now it's like, hey, here's a
bigger budget.
Yep, and I'm like, hey, here's a giant crab mech, a bunch of parachuting mechs, and a guy with a crow. Oh god.
Seriously, that just looks like a freaking Fujikoma.
Yeah.
Oh my god, man, this shit is beautiful.
Yeah, they lay into it, dude.
Fuck, man, it's been a while since I've seen an anime movie. I don't know if you can tell, but just in awe of the production value of it, man.
I think this is nuts. You should see Promare.
I'd like to. I missed my chance.
I'd like to.
I've actually looked it up in AMC theaters. There's actually a few of them still playing it.
Yeah, are they playing in the Midwest?
They might. You have to look it up. I don't know what your zip code is, man.
I didn't.
There was
see it.
nobody in it.
Oh fuck. It was all a dream.
That's not man. I'm already digging this score. All right, I'm not gonna lie. That ending of that song reminded me a lot of Kenji Kawai's opening theme for Ghost in the Shell 2.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm gonna be. I apologize for everybody. I'm gonna be making a lot of Ghost in the Shell references if I can.
Hey man, you do you, man. Remember, they're watching this because they want to hear from us. You know, like if they didn't want us cutting in all the time, they can just turn us off and just watch the movie.
Fair enough.
So.
Fair enough.
Pro tip, guys. Don't do that.
Oh, God.
All right, I'm going to count this as an Oshi thing because normally I see in his movies of a helicopter opening in the scene. Jalen, correct me if I'm wrong, but when does this take place in relation to the timeline?
So this is after the OVAs.
How far after?
They never specify.
Okay, I just wondered if it was like, is it a couple of years, a month? Is it like like a decade or so, or what?
This actually might be 1999.
So,
I'd imagine it's like less than a year because none of the characters look significantly older.
Mm-hmm. And like the OVAs take place in the year 1998.
so it's a year after.
Yeah.
Hey! They definitely don't look significantly older, so this has to be at least a year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's 2 out of the cast, or 3 out of the cast. She will remember this.
Yeah, that looks evil.
It looks so cool, though.
Oh no, it looks
Evil can be
amazing. I love
cool.
it. My favorite designs when in mech series are always the evil ones.
Mm,
Like,
yeah.
if I had to pick
You
like an
can-
all-time favorite, it's probably Anubis from the Zone of Ender series.
Oh man, Anubis is great.
It looks the most evil. Like you can't have a good intent and ride around in that thing.
Hmm. If I remember correctly, mechanical designer Kuniya Okawara, who got to start with the first Gundam show, said doing mechanical designs for the villains is always great because you have much more free reign.
Yep.
Makes sense considering the fact that just like, hey, you're meant to go intense with the evil designs.
Hmm.
Go flamboyant and pointy.
No. This actually makes me raise a question, gentlemen. Who's the artist behind a lot of the SMT monsters?
Kazuma Kaneko.
What would you say if Kazuma ever did a mech design?
Shit.
Like mech designs for a show.
That'd be really interesting. I'm trying to think if he ever did any kind of like mechanical designs in like SMT proper. Like the closest one I can think is a Metatron, who's like a robot angel.
Hmm.
But even then, he's like a humanoid robot angel, so like he looks like a person, but just mechanical parts.
Right, I'm just talking like a full-on robot.
That'd be really interesting because he just has a crazy visual design anyway.
Makes me wonder, like, because I know you say that he is sort of like the king of monster designs, essentially.
One of them, he is called the Demon Artist for a reason.
Okay, that was the title. Oh, I
Mhm.
forgot about that for a second. To think about what is Kazuma doing lately, anyways.
Um, I don't want to get into it because it's some shit. I might save it for later.
Fair enough.
We can discuss it in the post show.
Sure. Hey, it's Stoneface.
And now an old man that he has to answer to.
You guys did nothing last season. We now have a productivity quota for this movie.
We now must contribute at least 10% to the overall plot. Sir, you do realize it's rude to not address someone directly in the eye when you're talking to them.
Look, they just want to see this crazy reflection technology.
Yeah, that's right. I love the fact that they're actually indicating the reflection of the shades in his sunglasses. Also, points for douchiness for wearing sunglasses indoors. Oh, now that's a cool bit of detail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they even got a little bit of glare in the glasses.
Oh, so that's what the opening was.
Yes.
Cool.
Look, there's Trigger Happy.
Working out them arms so he can shoot guns better.
I get them gains. Also, look, question: are they in the same like hangar than they were in the last series?
Yes.
Okay, I was about to say, it looks like they got a considerable upgrade since then.
They just had the money to actually animate details now. You know, like those books have words on them. That's a touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bit extreme. Oh shit. Cat, you gotta get out of the way. Shit's going down. That helicopter's going sideways. Everything is screwy.
Oh man.
He won't listen.
The cat better have moved. Well, it's a good thing they have better PR now.
Also, good. It's they still can't freaking raise themselves off the ground.
Yeah.
I really hate this part of the job. Bastard crushed my car. Your car's already flattened, dude. Dear God, what the hell, man? And that makes it. What the?
Oh,
He just ripped off the back of the mech.
those chickens almost got crushed.
Man, poor chickens. Poor cat.
But where is the dog?
Poor sideways helicopter.
At least the helicopter's flying. No, I wonder if these guys have labor insurance.
There has to be a thing.
It's like, oh, by the way, your house got destroyed by a labor. Well, don't worry, we got you covered. Oh, Jesus. Let's head home and grab some
That
lunch.
was nope. It's
That
stronger
did not
now.
do squat.
I was joking.
Oh, now they're having a fight scene in the water. So with all that exposed wiring and how much electricity is going through those things, that guy would be so dead. How do you miss that close? Oh, you're an idiot.
Extensive.
Jeez.
I wonder if one of the plots of these movies is someone going to be coming in trying to destroy the labor program and saying these robots cost way too much money and they are causing way more damage than it's worth.
Seriously, you would think.
I feel like that's not even a stretch here. Like,
Mhm.
all you had to do is just tell the guy, hey, don't move in that direction. And he's like, oh shit, the day is saved.
Better yet, just hire better cops.
Man, only crazy people want to pilot labors.
Or just someone who has a robot fetish looking at you now.
Mm-hmm. It's almost a case a day.
It's
Goddamn.
true. At least they're busy. Didn't what? What?
Yeah. So Goto manipulated Asuma into doing investigative work.
That sly bastard.
I'm just gonna say Goto is the puppet master in this series.
Yeah, he's really smart.
He's just the puppet master now. Another Oshi thing. There we go.
Where's your Oshi bingo card?
I've already got it out.
I think you only need one more thing, don't you?
Oh, not yet. I need a few more things for it to really sink in.
I gotcha.
Like, I'm just being sarcastic with a lot of these Oshi references. Like, oh god, that's a thing. Yep. Oh no. Wait, is that the cage for the crow?
Could have been.
I would explain it. Although that was kind of tiny. Well, again, maybe not for a crow. For a raven, it would be tiny, but I couldn't tell. Actually, no, that would be too small for it, because he could fit his whole hand on its head.
Mm.
Maybe it was a tiny crow.
Well, no, sorry, what I mean is crows are tiny, ravens are big.
Right.
And
sorry, I was noticing the name. So we get Clancy back in here?
Yes, she will show up.
Hey!
did they ever go on that date?
We'll never know.
I was gonna ask at the end when like she asked to be taken to the movies. Does she like have feelings for him in any way, or is that just more of like a friendly thing?
It is super teased between they're the closest out of everybody. If you'll notice, they're the only ones who call each other by their first names.
Ah, okay.
With no honorifics at all.
I see.
They're the closest thing we had to a couple in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I could actually buy that. It seems like they have a very casual approach to it.
Yes.
I can appreciate that instead of them just like awkwardly like denying each other's affections and tripping over each other every day.
Mm-hmm. Now you could say that the job is interfering with it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
True, but then again, they likely wouldn't have met if it wasn't for this job.
That's true.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Shinohara the company that Asuma's dad owns?
Yes.
So is he trying to intentionally get his dad's company to release the source code?
Yes, because it's possible that the operating system is causing laborers to go berserk randomly.
Oh.
That's a pretty big problem.
Mm-hmm. And as he just said, 80% of the laborers in Japan have been upgraded to that OS.
That just makes me think of Ghost in the Shell 2 when all the sex doll robots were going berserk.
Yeah, but these aren't sex doll robots. These are giant construction and police military.
Don't know that there could be sex laborers for all we know.
Oh Jesus.
Lenny.exe needs a reboot.
God,
Oh,
I
no,
can feel my brain making dial-up noises just thinking, how would that work?
Lenny, don't think about it.
But you know someone wants it to work, so I'm like, what would they do?
I guess you could just modify it. I guess you could just modify an existing labor. I mean, I don't know what the commercial viability of labor robots is. I mean, we've never
Well, like,
seen them be
does
like.
it constitute like a labor if it isn't like of the size that the rest of them have been? Because like, if it's shrunk down, it's just a fucking robot. But like, so it has to be large, and I'm like, man, fucking Japan. I swear to God.
Oh man, that's funny.
Hmm.
If only we gotten started this sooner. Oh, it is the plot of this movie.
Hmm. It's a really well drawn tomato, just just hanging out there.
I mean, it makes sense for him to get worked up.
Yeah, it's his dad. This man that he cannot get along with at all.
It makes sense for him to be invested in it.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like, course, like, bull crap.
Just a slight push.
A gentle nudging. Damn, this facility's huge.
Yeah, to be fair, they're one of the top labor makers in Japan.
It makes sense. To think of it, have we actually seen Ozma's dad?
No, we have not.
I wonder if will we ever see him?
I'll never
In
say.
before he's the villain of the trilogy.
That'd be some shit.
That'd be some crazy shit.
He's the Gendo of the series.
Mm-hmm.
It would explain why shit goes crazy with all the labors in general. You know?
Oh no, did you steal some ideas again?
He might have. He might have just been a big old nerd.
Maybe. I'm just being cheeky. Cool maintenance gone.
Oh yeah. He's like actually the most respected person out of the special vehicles unit.
Oh, the old timer?
Mm-hmm. Because he's been repairing vehicles and stuff since for his 50-year career.
He knows this thing or two around machines.
Mm-hmm. So the only thing he doesn't know is software.
That is why we are old, happy, and healthy.
Reminds me of a meme I saw or a GIF I saw on Instagram today, and I don't know if you guys ever saw it, but I will, if I can find it again, I will link it to you because it is, oh boy, it is a burn to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
Master disc. Operating system, also known as hose.
Mm-hmm.
And man, the UI in the future and the past sure is not improved. And I always love like this, like we'll say past interpretations of the future, because they're like
Yeah, 'cause
all like oddly babble. Oh no, oh no.
yeah, so like the guy's name is Jehovah. You short that, it's Ehoba, so Jehovah, and then we have Babel, as in the Tower of Babel.
Oh,
There's some religious references here.
oh, she's
Mhm.
getting biblical. That shit's ominous. Holy shit.
Now all we need is a philosophical dissertation, and there will be a full Oshi movie.
Hmm.
Sing the Basset Hound.
But yeah, I was saying it's interesting to see the past looking at the future, but still being like limited by whatever technology they have.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of a the thing I always think of when I think of that is a Harvey Birdman joke where the Jetsons come to him and he's like, "We're from the far off year of 2002," and then it says like 2010 on his calendar.
Mhm.
And then Harvey's just like,
Yeah, and he just like rolls with it.
sure. I remember when in 2015 we were all arguing. It's just like, man, Back to the Future got it wrong so hard. We don't have flying cars yet.
Ah, sad.
Yeah, but they made some auto tying sneakers and gave them to Michael J. Fox, so we're one step
We don't
closer.
even have those yet.
No, they did. They
We
gave it to
have
him.
exactly one pair.
No, I meant like we don't have like mass market auto lacing shoes. Also, why is the tomato in the car?
That highly detailed tomato was there earlier, and I'm like, wow, that's just a really well drawn tomato, just like hanging around.
Mm-hmm. It's a super tomato.
Hey man, we put a lot of effort into that tomato. We're gonna use it for all it's worth. And we are back in Shantytown. There's that, yeah, that filter. I recognize that filter anywhere.
More bird cages.
Some really nice environments in this, this movie, man.
Yeah, they went all out.
I don't know. Maybe I'm easily impressed just because the production value of the show wasn't like stupendously high or anything, but
Mm-hmm.
It was okay.
for its time, it was okay. So just seeing all this being like significantly more detailed, almost like holy shit, things.
For detail.
Yeah, man.
Also, Bob Ross called. He wanted background painting back.
He would never do that.
I'm joking. Sorry, but I'm just noticing a lot of sequences that are just like Ghost in the Shell in some fashion.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, this reminds me of the kind of the intermittent period between the first and third acts, where Motoko is just going through the city on a boat or just walking around the city, and it's all just quiet. There's no dialogue, nothing around. She's just looking.
Yeah, there's a couple scenes like that in Innocence as well.
Yeah, that's a. It is just like, yep, this is a very much like an Oshi sequence. Like a moment where there's some stuff that happens, then there's some philosophical dialogue or intermittent dialogue between the characters, and then there's just a quiet period of nothing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, shit just goes way up.
I like how we're slowly like developing the formula of Mamoru Oshii.
My obsession and my fascination with the man is not healthy. I'll say that much. Don't know why his formula or why every single trope that he does, I'm just really down with. I don't get it.
Hey man, if it works.
More, I guess it's more of the point is like it's probably the first time I've ever noticed a director's tropes be so apparent, and yet I roll with it so much. It's like I don't care. I love watching it. It's just kind of interesting to see like a Hitchcock movie. You can tell immediately that it's his.
Mm-hmm.
Watch a Tarantino movie, you can immediately tell that it's a Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
I sort of see Oshii in the same vein. It's like you can when you know it's an Oshii film, you can look at it as like, oh yeah, that's definitely him. So, okay, so maybe this is just me talking over it a lot, but these guys are the ones that were trying to stop the dude from jumping over the edge, yeah?
No. This is the dude from the Godzilla monster episode.
Oh, yeah.
He's a friend of Goto's, and he usually does a favor for Goto whenever he needs some investigating done that he can't do himself.
So this is all this. So he's just acting off the books then.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Babylon. Sorry, the spelling got me.
Vitamins.
Jesus Christ. That guy's putting them down.
What? Hell. Dead. Technically, he is following Captain's orders.
Mm-hmm.
Means general safety.
GG.
GG.
Pizza.
Japanesque mix pizza.
What does that even mean?
I guess it's like Americana. It's Japanesque.
No real reason. Uh-oh. This is why you never update the OS without knowing what it does.
Always wait a year.
Exactly. Any new update to software or OS always has to take a year to work all the bugs out. Then it's usually fine.
Well, in this case, some evil bastard made an intentional bug.
Knew it. They're run by Autodesk. All right, that's a game developer joke.
No, I'm sorry.
That's fine. It's just I'm just having fun with the joke. That's all. Normally, because for those of you who don't know, Autodesk makes a lot of 3D modeling software.
Mm-hmm.
They usually make like stuff like 3ds Max and Maya, which typically game developers use to make all their models and assets for games.
Mm-hmm.
And we always like to joke that their interface is terrible and buggy and crappy, and so it goes wrong. It's like, damn it, Autodesk, why? So that was a giant dog, wasn't it?
Yes.
No, so it doesn't count. Dude, what the hell?
So I'm guessing his thought process is the dog might be onto something if it can hear other sounds going on.
Right.
This guy just has a one-track mind.
He's a good detective for just being a beat cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but seriously, it's just like, you took Nell out. At least drop her off back at the station or something.
Nah, man. You see, I gotta solve the crime that my company might have done.
Now it's gonna be so pissed at him.
But first, let's report everything we found.
And Asuma punched him square in the face. Yeah. Oh. Well, I guess he got his way then. Damn.
Oh man.
Oof.
And he has some serious daddy issues. So that was probably the weirdest set of camera angles this series has ever had.
The fisheye. So yeah, even him getting in trouble was calculated.
He's the puppet master. I'm just he is the one running the show. As far as I'm concerned, he's the main character now. Stoneface is the main character. He is the one driving the plot forward.
Oh man.
Man, he's. I love it, man. He knows what's up.
I love how these guys just go from like very quiet and very calm, and then just start yelling out of nowhere.
Yeah, they're just each other's antithesis. They just hate each other.
Wow. Oh man, I bet Ozma is pissed. You mean I did all that work for nothing?
Mm-hmm.
They have gotten very expressive with the faces in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goddamn, Goto is.
He's
Holy
a
shit.
sneaky one.
I'm getting real fucking like Revolver Ocelot vibes, man. Like he's got fingers in everyone's pies. He just knows what's up.
He graduated from the Revolver Ocelot school.
It's, which is impressive because he hasn't even showed up in a game yet, man.
I'm almost halfway assuming that Rock took lessons from Goda, and that's how he was able to be so good at Roberto's Blood Trail.
Oh man.
I mean, question, we've all seen Black Lagoon all the way through, yes?
I've
have.
only seen the first episode.
Oh, Lenny.
Oh, dear.
Put it on
It's
the
on
list.
the rotation now.
There you go.
Yeah, that is a show to see.
Oh man, it's one of
It
my
is real-
absolute favorites.
Honestly, it has one of my favorite OVAs of anything. That's Roberto's Blood Trail.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why is because it basically takes everything the series does really well and amps it up to 11.
Yeah.
Ominous.
We're getting some religious references again.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's just fishing.
Oh yeah. So this isn't a detail they point out in the OVAs, but since they are always at that place, the only place for them to get food is miles away from them.
I see.
So they fish in the local river to get food.
So that's some bad location scouting there. And I guess they can't be too far into the city, right? Because otherwise it'd be really hard to maneuver the laborers around.
Yeah, that's true. Um, it just goes to show how hastily made this special vehicles unit was. They basically took some far lands far away, just out in the middle of nowhere, just set up a place, and then just put people there.
Because their whole place looks like it's just a giant hangar or a garage.
Just in the middle of a field.
A random warehouse in the middle of nowhere. Wait, are we having our philosophical dissertation now? Oh, there's another Mark Fernoshi film.
Yep. Gotta have a moment where the plot stops and you just ask questions.
Yep.
What if he uploaded himself to the internet?
Oh man.
Allies of Justice. You're reading this about the same level any other Oshi film, so you're fine.
Yeah. When
You
have you
just read it.
ever been wrong, Goto? Think about that.
The Ark? Maybe. I don't know. Oh god.
In a typhoon.
Typhoon number 19. How convenient.
Mm-hmm. We still good, Mr. Leonard?
Yep.
Okay.
How convenient. Cover.
Yes, he is using the typhoon as a cover for whatever he plans to do.
That is kind of brilliant. And I just feel like Godo is just pulling him along.
Hey, he knows what's up.
Mm-hmm. We're mobilizing.
Oh no, it's going to hit the Kanto region. Get all the Pokemon to safety.
Yeah, man. Or is this just the beginning of the plot to Mewtwo Strikes Back?
Oh no. Maybe the
That did begin with a storm, after all.
Mm-hmm.
arc becomes Mewtwo's lair.
That is that'd be something.
So weird to think that that movie's getting a 3D remake now.
It looks good.
Jesus.
I was sick.
There's no car left.
Look how sly this man is, hanging out with the people that hate the Babylon Project.
He is just the puppet master. That's what he is.
There you go.
Hey, there she is.
And then she got escorted to security. This is funny.
And then they all got washed up.
Oh man.
There's one very sturdy umbrella. This guy is just really good at making like plans within plans.
Yeah. It definitely should have been top brass by now.
I'm almost suspecting that he's been asked to be promoted a couple of times, but he doesn't want to because otherwise people would easily suspect him.
Well,
Or he
it's
might
kind
feel
of
like he has
assumed,
more freedom when he's not at the top.
yeah, it's kind of assumed that people at the top didn't like him, so they sent him to the special vehicles unit.
Oh, so this is supposed to be like a shit assignment to keep him out of their way?
Mm-hmm.
By the fact that he's always right.
Yes.
Well, that's probably why. I'm assuming the fact that they're kind of complacent with, like, this whole thing happening, you know? Like, they're like, hey, you figured out this super amazingly controversial thing, but it's at the behest of this company, so you're suspended and they're not getting arrested. So, it might be implied that they're, like, corrupt or something. Like, am I close to that, Jalen, or? I get you.
Mm.
And squished. or just shoot it. Oh, little trigger happy's back to himself.
He actually gets to
Oh my
shoot
god,
things.
from everywhere.
Straight up. I know Metal Slug stole the mech design from this. Because there's an enemy type in 3 that looks exactly like those things.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How the heck does that work?
I don't know, but it was sick. And for some reason, they can't jump.
Yeah, that's still BS. Like they could avoid it with all those freaking bugs running around.
Exactly.
Oh.
Well, there
Oh,
goes
shit.
watching the ammo.
Damn this fog of war. Yes. At least he didn't shoot it.
Right. His ID number was 666.
Of course it was.
Because they couldn't be more theatrical. It's an artificial program.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I must go and face this man who I have never met.
Now make Noah do it.
To be fair, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, Ozma, you owe me a legitimate date after this.
Don't leave me next time either.
Of course.
I wonder if this was inspired by like computer viruses at the time, because that would have been really new.
Yeah, it probably was. Computers weren't as widespread as they are now, so everyone would have been a little bit hesitant at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
God, this place is crazy cool.
Yeah, this thing is huge.
It's crazy, man. Just like an artificial like island base lab thing.
This has some scale to it.
Mm-hmm.
This is way bigger than anything they've done before.
Yeah.
Now we proceed with a workout montage with the robot.
Poor Noah. She has to run all the way through this shit while it's being dumped into the ocean.
It was like, Ozma, you asshole! Could you not drop the entire island while I'm trying to run through it?
Now he finally gets to make a valid excuse. There's no time.
It's just an army of other mechs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh no.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Gonna look for a weapon. Let me guess. It's gonna be a Deus Ex Machina type weapon.
Oh no, she got into labor.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be in a mech now.
Oh yeah. They're all trained to actually use labors, but only some of them get to actually use them.
Sense.
Oh god, off it goes. Fuck him
Hey
up.
guys. Hi guys, don't mind me.
The fucking big boy
Oh.
there.
Okay, for a second I was like, there's no way she got taken out that quick. That was
Mm-hmm. She has to load the bullets herself.
Oh my god. I hadn't thought of that.
Ow.
It's hardcore.
I'll quit getting distracted by the rain and load the freaking gun.
Nah, she looks like she's got a long way. She can take some time.
It's rained. Everyone's seen it. Stairs, my old nemesis. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not ominous.
Oh. Oh, hi, Burbs.
It's the pigeon lady from Home Alone 2. I knew she was behind it.
Hello, Burb friends. Hey, I remember you.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Burb the whole time?
They're in deep shit now.
Oh.
Excellent.
Oh, God.
No, his shoulder.
Up.
Oh.
Damn.
Shit.
Damn.
Oh, dude. Hot damn. Just stabby power.
Just fingers them to death.
I'll say, holy shit.
I was about to go terribly wrong.
I like how it's like a gun.
Let me guess, she's gonna lose Alphonse.
Well, no. Asuma told her to stay in that exact spot, but she's gonna go get an Alphonse.
Figures.
Oh God.
He does look like a bad guy.
Oh, they can jump.
Yeah, when the plot needs them to.
When the animation lets him. Oh God, look at all that.
The whole place is tumbling down.
Mm-hmm. All that hard work.
Holy shit.
Damn. Oh, the tower's coming down.
The birds got away.
Things are escalating really, really quickly.
Holy shit.
Man.
Literally, the whole structure came down.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was still inside. And those are some strong cables. He was the only one left alive.
Mm. Man.
Damn it, you guys, how do you survive that?
Anime.
Seriously.
Just aim for the chest and get her out. Old labor versus new labor.
Man, think about Kanuka in that thing, not able to control it, just being thrashed around.
Yeah. What
That's
the
right. Use some ingenuity.
Decapitate it. Do it.
That'd be raw as hell. She did that.
I thought that's what she was going for, since it was behind the neck.
Hmm.
Okay, keep firing. You're not done yet.
Right, now get out of the mech.
Yeah, save Kanuka.
Stoneface is like, ugh. Wait, is that Kanuka over there?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's her. And that's the first movie.
Woo.
Damn.
Yeah, so like when I first saw this movie, I was like, holy shit.
Hot damn.
Like that was some escalation right there.
Mm-hmm. They did like Noah's Labor at the end of there and just did the unexpected and jumped.
Mm.
Pretty much. And I'm not gonna lie, that ending did not proceed exactly how I thought it was going to do it. Because I thought for the entire time it was like, okay, she's gonna get an Alphonse, but as soon as that wire goes around the neck, the Type Zero's neck, I was like, oh, she's gonna lose Alphonse. She has to sacrifice Alphonse.
Yeah, it's only like Alphonse gets dropped into the ocean, and they're like, "Oh, we can't salvage it. There's too much stuff."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like as soon as the neck would have been severed, beheaded, it was like, okay, well, you save everything, but you have to sacrifice your robot.
That would have been really good too.
To have some sort of consequences, because I'm thinking it's either because I was almost certain that somebody was going to die as soon as Kanuka got into Type Zero. It's like, okay, she's got to die. She's going.
Yeah. This did a really good job of making me like feel like everyone was in danger.
Definitely.
This whole time it was just like, no, the dude's still dead. He's not faking it. He is dead. He's just being carried on by his bird minions or something.
What an asshole that dude was.
I'll say this: he's really a fucking smart cookie, though.
Yeah. I think that's something. You can have a villain that has died in the beginning of your plot, and his plan is just so strong.
It almost works.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, the only thing that stopped it from not working is you had the motherfucking mastermind puppet master, as well as a bunch of people with really good plot armor, willing to do the craziest bullshit that no one would ever want to do.
Yes. And even then, he still kind of won in the process because he ended up like fucking up the Babylon project.
Yep.
He still kind of wins.
Yeah, so he won, even though the mass carnage and that would have resulted from it, was prevented. So,
yes.
Yeah. Well, there you go, villain won.
That's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah.
No, you're right. That is a very special type of asshole. Definitely, I'm not gonna lie. This is definitely now my favorite thing regarding Patlabor so far.
Yeah, yeah. This movie definitely blew me away. I wasn't expecting it to be this good. So I'm excited to see how you guys take the movie too, because most people think that movie is the best of the trilogy.
Is that the one that goes full Oshi?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now
Wait.
here's my question: Are there like plot threads that tie the trilogy together as like a whole, or are they all for the most part independent?
They're all for the most part independent.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't know if there's going to be like and mind you, I understand there's probably spoilers or anything if I ask this, so I don't expect an answer, but I don't know if there's going to be something like, oh man, like the villain of the third one was like, aha, I was the one who made the Birdman crazy, and also whatever the thing in the second movie is. It was me the whole time. I didn't know if it was going to be something like that, you know?
Well, I couldn't tell you because I have not watched the third movie.
Ah, alright.
So the third movie will be sort of new for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? Maybe the third one will tie all of them together.
That is entirely possible.
Yeah.
It'll
Who's to
blow
say
my
what?
mind.
Oh, that was a significant upgrade in my opinion over the OVAs.
Mm-hmm.
This is like we got to see the Mex do stuff. We felt like there was actual danger. It was a good plot. It's just everything. It seems like the OVAs were training wheels, and then this movie was just going, all right, let's see the characters actually do stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the OVAs definitely feel like a what's the word? A testing ground. They were definitely trying to feel everything out.
Yeah.
I'm still glad that we watched them, you know, because it still helped us appreciate the characters before we got into the thick of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I would have never let us watch these three movies without watching the OVAs at least.
Well, that's true. I can understand that now. And I'll admit this. I'm glad that they at least try to focus on a couple of characters instead of trying to give every single one something to do. Because it seemed to mainly focus on Azuma, Goda, Now, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Trigger Happy was like there, but he wasn't really given anything to do.
Yeah, he got his few scenes where he got to shoot stuff.
Yep.
Yes. And then Kanuka didn't really show up until the last, 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I will admit the only thing I wish that we had seen so far was an actual confrontation between Asuma and his dad.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I wish that's the only thing from the series I want to see so far that has not been shown yet.
Mm-hmm. He has continued to be faceless.
Years. Oh, but yeah, this is a definite improvement over the OVAs as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I'm glad you like this movie because
Yeah.
I definitely think it's really good. I think it's better than it has to actually be.
No, that was very nice. I like that a lot. Very like I said, fucking Goto is a fucking genius. The villain is good. And the animation is good. Like it's a grand old time, man. I had a blast.
The animation is really solid too.
Yeah, it's a beautiful movie. Holy shit, that beginning sequence.
Yep.
And there's his individual shots, even when they're on the docks and everyone's just fishing. That's still a really nice shot.
Mm-hmm. Very detailed. Smooth as hell. And give it up for all the reflections.
Yeah, the fact that they went through the effort to put in the reflections of the blinders in Old Man's glasses, and even the glare in those glasses.
Mm-hmm. Shoot, pretty much any like window had a reflection at some point.
Pretty much. On top of that, we saw like the arc itself, just everything was just crashing around them, and I'm thinking to myself, my God, this must have taken weeks, if not months, to prepare.
Mm-hmm. And even though like the actual like wide shot of the arc breaking apart was in like all black, that's still really, really, really impressive.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, we still saw a bunch of interior shots of it collapsing, so you get a sense of what's being broken off. But fact that it's like, oh my god, the one tower in the middle is going to be perfectly fine. It's like, nope, it's also crashing down. And we're just like, oh shit.
Couldn't even bear its own weight.
Exactly. It's like, my god, this whole thing is going to collapse. I was certain someone's going to die.
Yeah. I guess they realized they got to make 2 more movies. So they were like,
my god, what do they do from here? Like, how can they go up?
yeah, how can they go up? I won't say.
I don't know if I'm just gonna throw it out there. Maybe some rival pilots, because like there's only been a single time in the show where she's actually had to like fight against like robots that were like actually had pilots in them.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like in the last episode. Sorry, in like episode 7. So every other one that they've had trouble with in this series was like accidental or with a computer program. So maybe having to go up against like someone who's actually trying to use like tactics and similar gear, you know, might be something that they can like sort of grow and learn from, as opposed to just, hey, my robot can crush a car. You know, now a car can be like, oh man, I tired to the left. You know. You know, so I don't know what happens in the other movies, of course, but, you know, yeah, I think we'll say a rivalry, so to speak, with another one that they'd have to fight might be interesting, because I thought they were kind of setting that up with Zero, but that only happened in the end, and it was, like, acting on its own, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I had a great time, yeah.
Here, so are we just going to be watching movie 2 and then movie 3 next time?
Yes. Depending on time, how much time you have, of course. I was thinking like 1 movie a session, because I don't know about you guys, I can't do 2 movies back to back like that usually.
That would be 3 hours, so yeah, I don't think I could. And that's if we do it back to back without breaks in the middle, so I don't think I could do that either.
That's fair. All right. Well, I guess should we wrap up for this episode?
Yeah, I think we're all good. Any last words?
I like the Crow.
That is also a good movie, but I think Jalen means what about the movie itself?
In this movie, I liked that his pet
Crow. Okay.
Yeah, it was good. Also, the rest of the movie, but that too. So, nah, that was a very good time. I'm very pleased with how this has been progressing. It's just been getting better and better as we go. So yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, I will agree that this is definitely the most enjoyable Patlabor thing so far. I mean, the OVAs I find to be okay. I don't really have with them, but now is all right. Now we're getting into the good stuff. It's like now we're talking here. This is much better.
Excellent.
And seeing a lot of the Oshi-isms that I'm used to seeing in his films definitely helped this time around. It was like, all right, we got a Kenji Kawai score, we got him directing, we've got Kisei from the script of Ghost in the Shell. We've got a lot of sequences that remind me of Ghost in the Shell. It's like, yes, this is definitely feeling like his stuff. I'm curious to say, all right, well, how much further is it going to go in 2 and 3? Because didn't he also direct 3?
Yes.
All right. But it just makes me curious to see where they're going to go from here. Yeah. I'm very curious to see where this goes.
Well, keep wondering, my friend. And you guys at home watching along, listening to us, I hope you enjoyed the movie as well. It's a real good one. So until next time, I'm Jalen, and that's Lenny and Perry. We'll see you.
Next time.
Goodbye.